Welcome, dear friends. Myself, Vivek Suresh Jede, Head and Assistant Professor, Department of Biochemistry, Arts and Science College, Pulgaon. Today's topic is chromophores and auxochromes. What are the chromophores and what are the auxochromes? You all know that we visualize the leaves green in color. Why it is so? Because all the colors except the green color get absorbed due to the presence of chlorophyll pigment inside the leaves, and so leaves are appears green in color. So this is due to the presence of chromophore, that is what we called it as chlorophyll. Let's see what is chromophore. Chromo means color and force means agent. Means the agent which gives color to the compound is known as chromophore. By definition, chromophores are atoms or groups whose presence is responsible for giving color to the compound. In short, the chromophore is a part of molecule which are responsible for its color. This can be a functional group with large number of pi electron, that is having conjugate double bonds. For example, beta carotene and chlorophyll, xanthophyll, etc. Let's see first example, that is beta carotene. It absorbs wavelength at 455 nanometer. If you go through the structure of carotene, you will find that there are lot of double bond structures, and due to the presence of these conjugate double bond structure, the absorption takes place. Absorption of the particular wavelength of the light at 455 nanometer, which is responsible for appearance of the carrots in orange color. If you see the absorption spectrum of the beta carotene, you will find that it will absorb all the wavelength of light except orange color light, and that's why they appear orange in color. Let's see another example, that is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, you all know that it is the content or the compound which is present inside the leaves, and if you go through the structure of these compound, you will find that there is a porphyrin ring structures. If you see the structure carefully, you are finding that there is a porphyrin ring structure. This porphyrin ring structure is also having double bond in their structure. This double bond presence, that is pi electron presence, is responsible for absorption of the light in particularly blue region and in red region, and that's why the absorption of maximum of light takes place in blue and red region by chlorophyll, and because of that the pattern or the appearance of the leaves is green to us. So this is like that. Let's find out the chromophore for turmeric and for tomato. Now move towards the another concept, that is auxochrome. What are auxochromes? Auxo means increase or enhance. Chrome means color. Means the compound which enhance or increase the color pattern of the compound is called as auxochromes. So auxochromes are also known as color enhancer, but it is now a misnomer concept. By definition, the functional group or atoms attached to the chromophore groups, which modifies the ability of chromophore to absorb light, altering the wavelength or intensity of absorption, are known as chromophores. So chromophores are additional addition of a particular compound to the chromophores. They actually do not give color to the compound, but they enhance the color or increase the color pattern of the compound. Why it is possible for oxochrome to become give this property to the compound is due to the presence of lone pairs electron. For example, CH3 group, OH group, NH2 group, OR groups. So if you find all these groups, for example, OH group, NH2 group, they have the lone pair of electrons. And because of the presence of these lone pair electrons, they are able to give the property that is color enhancing property. Due to the presence of oxochrome along with chromophore, there is a change in lambda max pattern. This change in lambda max pattern of absorption is resulted into shifts, and that is known as shift of lambda max. When oxochrome binds to chromophore, it either change its wavelength, mind it, change its wavelength or light or change its wavelength or intensity of light absorption. So there is a change in either wavelength or in intensity of absorption. Change in wavelength or intensity of absorption causes the shift in absorption pattern, and such type of change is known as shift of lambda max. There are four shifts of lambda max mainly. First one is bathochromic shift. Second one is hypsochromic shift. Third one is hyperchromic shift. And fourth one is hypochromic shift. Let's see what is mean by bathochromic shift. Bathochromic shift is also known as a red shift. It is the shift of lambda max to the longer wavelength due to addition of the oxochrome to the chromophore group. For example, OH and NH2 addition. If you see the graph pattern of this, you will find that the yellow line, yellow graph showing the actual graph of absorption pattern. But due to presence or due to addition of the oxochrome to the chromophore, now there is a shifting of lambda max to the longer wavelength. That means towards the red. So it is also known as red shift. Next one is hypsochromic shift. It is also known as blue shift. This blue shift is due to shifting of lambda max to the shorter wavelength due to addition or removal of functional group or oxochrome from chromophore. If you see the graph of this, you will find that the yellow light or yellow indication is the actual absorption pattern, but due to removal of the functional group or oxochrome from the chromophore, you will find that there is a shifting of absorption pattern towards the shorter wavelength, towards the blue region, and that's why such shift is also known as blue shifts. Next one is hyperchromic shift. It is also known as upshift. This is responsible for due to increase in intensity, means addition of oxochrome increases the intensity of absorption. That means it enhances the color of that absorption pattern, and so increase in lambda max. Here you find in graph that is the yellow line of absorption is actually below, and the new green line is showing that there is uplifting of lambda max, and so it is called as upshift. Next shift is known as hypochromic shift. It is also known as downshift. It is also due to addition or particularly deletion of oxochrome group. Because of that, there is decrease in intensity of absorption. Decrease in intensity of absorption. If you find in the graph, you are find that there is absorption which is previous one is the indicated by yellow line, and new one is indicated by blue line, and that you will find there is decrease in the intensity, so decrease in lambda max, and this is also due to addition or removal of the oxochrome. So such kind of shift is known as downshift, because here the lambda max decreases. Let's see all the shift of lambda max at a glance. Here you will find that there are four shifts of lambda max. First one, when lambda max shifted towards the red region of spectrum, then it is called as red shift. When it is moved towards the blue region of spectrum, then it is known as blue shift. When it is moved towards upper side, then it is called as hyperchromic shift. And when it is moved towards the downward side, then it is called as hypochromic shift. So this is about all about the shifts and the concept of the chromophore and the oxochrome. You will go through the detailed concept. You can read the Upadhyay and Nath book, that is biophysical chemistry. You can read it from Leninger's biochemistry. You also go through the YouTube lectures to uh, detail understanding of the concept. This concept is asked for 5 marks short note, as well as the definitions are asked for 1 marks. So you have to prepare this topic very carefully. And with this, I thank you all for patiently listening the lecture. Thank you.